Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting look into the mysteries of Oak Island. Today, we're diving into Season 12, Episode 4 of The Curse of Oak Island. This episode is packed with incredible discoveries: cobblestones, wooden pieces, ancient concrete, and intriguing signs of the famous flood tunnels. So, grab your tools because we're digging deep into the puzzles of Oak Island. Located in Nova Scotia, Oak Island has fascinated treasure hunters for over 200 years. Its famous Money Pit is surrounded by tales of treasure, legends, and heartbreak. In this episode, the Lagina brothers and their team find new clues that could bring them closer to solving this centuries-old mystery. Imagine standing on land that might hide a fortune, buried under layers of clever traps and natural obstacles. That's what the team believes, and their determination to explore every inch of the island is truly inspiring. Their search begins at Smith's Cove, where they suspect a man-made flood tunnel brings seawater into the Money Pit. This clever trap was designed to stop anyone trying to find the treasure. One of the most fascinating discoveries happens when Rick and the team dig up cobblestones buried more than 30 feet underground. These stones aren't just ordinary rocks. They match old descriptions of the flood tunnel's construction. Picture cobblestones, each about the size of a person's head, carefully placed to direct water flow. Finding these stones is like following a trail left by the original builders. The excitement is obvious as the team examines every scoop of dirt, hoping to confirm the cobblestones are part of the famous flood tunnel. It's not just treasure hunting, it's like solving an archaeological puzzle. But that's not all. The crew also finds wooden planks in the same area. These planks are cut in uniform sizes, raising questions: were they left by earlier treasure hunters, or could they be part of the original structure protecting the treasure? Rick suggests an interesting idea. The planks might have been reused by the Restall family, who led a major search effort in the 1960s. But there's also the thrilling possibility that these planks were placed by the original builders of the Money Pit. When we think about Oak Island, it's easy to focus on the treasure itself. But maybe the real treasure lies in the amazing craftsmanship and stories behind these ancient materials. Every plank and stone tells a tale. Are we finally piecing together the puzzle of a 300-year-old heist? Then comes an exciting twist. Rick uncovers something that looks like ancient concrete. Concrete on Oak Island? This discovery matches reports that the Restall family poured cement into shafts in a desperate attempt to block the flood tunnels. The find sparks a big question. Does this concrete prove there's a flood tunnel system, and could it lead to the treasure vault? The team is hopeful but cautious as they realize how close they might be to uncovering the truth. Next, the focus shifts to the Golden Egg Zone, a promising area for treasure because water samples there showed high amounts of precious metals. However, treasure hunting is never easy. As the team drills test holes, they find layers of silt, soft clay, and signs of water channels. These hints suggest something is below, but they still lack solid proof. Dr. Ian Spooner, the team's geoscientist, warns that too much drilling could mix up the water samples and make it harder to trace the source of the precious metals. This creates a tough decision. Should they keep drilling and risk losing clues, or pause and rethink their plan? What would you do in their place? The suspense is intense as the treasure seems so close yet still out of reach. Why does this all matter? Oak Island isn't just about finding gold, it's about solving a mystery that has lasted centuries. Who built the Money Pit? Was it pirates, the Knights Templar, or someone else? Every cobblestone, wooden plank, and piece of concrete adds a new layer to the story. There's also a human element to this search. The Lagina brothers and their team are driven by more than just treasure. They're chasing a legacy, and their determination reminds us that sometimes the journey matters more than the destination. This episode leaves us with many questions. Will the cobblestones lead to proof of a flood tunnel? Could the wooden planks and concrete reveal secrets from past treasure hunts? And how will the team adjust their drilling strategy in the Golden Egg Zone? Oak Island keeps its secrets well, but one thing is certain: the Lagina brothers won't give up until they solve the mystery. The flood tunnels themselves are engineering marvels. Imagine someone, centuries ago and without modern tools, built a system designed to protect treasure using seawater. How did they do it? These cobblestones reignite these questions, offering a glimpse into the minds of the original builders. One fascinating idea is that the flood tunnels weren't just traps, they might have been decoys to mislead treasure hunters. If this is true, finding one tunnel might only be the start of another puzzle. The challenge for the team isn't just finding the tunnels but understanding how they work. The episode's most emotional moment comes with the discovery of concrete. While it might seem like a small clue, its connection to the Restall family makes it significant. The Restalls were passionate treasure hunters who dedicated years to Oak Island but tragically met disaster. Their efforts, however, laid the groundwork for today's search. When Rick mentions the Restalls, it's clear their story deeply resonates with the current team. The concrete they poured was part of an ambitious plan to block the flood tunnels and control the flooding system. Although their efforts didn't uncover treasure, they proved the flood tunnels are real and hinted at the complexity of the system. This discovery also serves as a reminder that Oak Island is as much about the people who have searched as it is about the treasure itself. The Restalls' determination mirrors that of the Lagina brothers, and their legacy continues to inspire new generations of searchers. What sets the current Oak Island team apart from their predecessors is their access to cutting-edge technology. From ground-penetrating radar to advanced water testing, the tools at their disposal allow them to uncover clues that would have been impossible to find decades ago. Take, for example, the water sample testing in the Golden Egg area. By analyzing trace metals in groundwater, the team can identify hotspots that might indicate the presence of treasure. This method has already revealed high concentrations of gold and silver in specific areas, giving the team a clear target. However, technology is a double-edged sword. As Dr. Spooner pointed out in this episode, drilling boreholes risks disrupting the very evidence they're trying to analyze. It's a delicate balance, using technology to advance the search without destroying the clues that might lead to the treasure. What often goes unnoticed in episodes like this is the emotional toll of the search. For the Lagina brothers and their team, each dig comes with hope but also the risk of disappointment. When a core sample comes up empty, it's not just a setback, it's a blow to the morale of everyone involved. Yet the team's ability to keep pushing forward is what makes their journey so compelling. They've had more misses than hits and more questions than answers, but they remain undeterred. It's this resilience that viewers connect with. Whether or not they find treasure, the Lagina brothers embody the idea that some quests are worth pursuing simply for the journey itself. The bigger mystery remains: who built it, and why? While much of the focus in this episode is on physical discoveries, cobblestones, wood, and concrete, it's impossible to ignore the larger questions they represent. Who built the Oak Island flood tunnels, and why? Was it pirates hiding their loot, the Knights Templar protecting sacred artifacts, or could it be something even more extraordinary? Every discovery adds a layer to this mystery. The cobblestones suggest careful planning and uniformity, hinting at a level of sophistication that would have required significant resources and expertise. The wooden planks and concrete raise questions about how many groups have attempted to retrieve the treasure over the years and how close they came. One theory worth considering is that the treasure might not be physical gold or jewels, but knowledge. Could the tunnels be protecting something intangible, like ancient manuscripts or maps? If that's the case, the search is about far more than wealth. It's about uncovering a lost chapter of history. Looking ahead, what's next for the team? As they wrap up this phase of the search, the focus shifts to what comes next. Will they continue exploring Smith's Cove, or will they redirect their efforts to the Golden Egg? And how will the results of the new water sample testing influence their strategy? One thing is certain: the discoveries in Episode 4 have provided tantalizing hints but no definitive answers. For the Lagina brothers, that's all the more reason to keep digging. They know the treasure is out there. It's just a matter of time before they find it. As viewers, we're left with the same mix of anticipation and suspense that has defined Oak Island's story for centuries. The answers might still be buried, but with every episode, we're one step closer to uncovering them. So, what do you think? Are the cobblestones part of the original flood tunnels? Is the Golden Egg the key to unlocking the mystery, or just another dead end? Share your theories in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. Oak Island isn't giving up its secrets easily, but one day, those secrets will come to light. Stay tuned.